My name is Sam. I am the registered manager at BoSense. Initially, I came to BoSense as a consultant back in November, just doing a couple of days a week to do some project work. And I loved it so much that I asked them if I could stay. So I joined full-time in January. In a really small nutshell, my role really is to ensure compliance across the organisation. What we find is a lot of people that come into treatment, if they've been in addiction for a prolonged period of time, their life has all been about that lifestyle of using, and they haven't necessarily built those really good relationships or tried anything. We try and make the biggest range possible, and if people feed back to us that they'd like to try something or go somewhere, then we do our best to facilitate that as well. No matter who you are, what your background is, what your interests are, having a purpose in your life means that your life becomes more fulfilled. And I think what we try and give people is a purpose and a different way of living. When I came here, the thing that struck me was the staff. Everyone deeply cares about the outcomes for people and does their absolute best to make sure that it's the best possible outcomes and opportunities for everyone that comes through the door. Part of the programme development has been around making sure that we're listening and that we're responsive to people's requests and needs. So the programme development is absolutely crucial to ensure that people do get that sense of purpose and pride back into their lives when it's been taken away from them. Because the vulnerabilities of the people that come into treatment here, these are people that haven't necessarily experienced a sense of pride for a really long time, and there's a lot of shame wrapped around their using from their families. They're normally isolated from people. So for them to come here and engage in a really varied programme, you just see people light up, and I think that's an amazing, joyful thing to watch and observe. We also run a 4-week rolling programme in Detox, a psychosocial programme around addiction, relationships. It's a very varied, intense programme. And then we use a 12-step programme done in the rehab. Treatment's really hard, especially if you're detoxing from multiple substances. There will be points in that journey which is really difficult for you. And then if you go onto our rehab, actually you get that support to deal with the reason why you started using in the first place. And although that's really scary, everyone here is going to try and support you. You don't have to feel ashamed coming through the doors, because everyone's here to wrap their arms and look after you the best way possible and get you to a point where you feel able to continue your life free from addiction and live a life in recovery with people who care for you. That first step into treatment is really hard and it's really scary, but you can do it with the support, and people are here to help you, and you don't have to feel ashamed of that.